This short video is on representing and analyzing data with dot plots. So a dot plot is a visual representation typically used with relatively small data sets. So this minutes to eat breakfast is an example of a dot plot. So it's built with a number line that must include the smallest value in the data set, in this case 0 minutes, and the largest value in the data set, which in this example is 12 minutes. And then we stack the dots based on the frequency that value occurs in the data set. So the number 0, the min there, occurs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. The max value 12 only occurs 1 time. The mode for this data set would be 10. You see the highest stack, which is 7. It occurs 7 times. So let's look at a few examples. In this example, 20 students were surveyed. What was the number of text messages they received over the last hour? So these values are the number of text messages students received over the last hour. So then we're going to put this on a dot plot. We create a number line. We must include the smallest value, which was the 3. So we want to have a 3 be our smallest value. And then our largest value, which is in this data set, which is the 12. So we put the dots represent the 12. All right. So then you could either work left to right, or you could use those numbers and then see if there's any more. So are there any more 3s? No. Are there any more 12s? No. So let's pick another number. Let's say we want to do 7. So I'm going to graph a 7. Boom. Is there another 7? Yep, there's a 7 there. There's the dot. Is there another 7? Yep, there it is. And I got to make sure I'm stacking them uniformly, which is why I kind of have this scale here on the left so that I try to be consistent as I stack the dots. I'm not going to do all that right now. It'd take too long. So let's just take a look at what this looks like. So we can see we have 20 dots. That represents the 20 numerical values in our dot plot. You can see our min with the single dot at 3. You can see our max with a single dot at 12. We can try to figure out the center of this. There's 20, so if I go in 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I go in from the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm between the 7 and the 8. So our center would be right here between 7 and 8, probably 7.5, which would be our median value. The mode in this example is the orange stack. It's the highest stack. It's the 8 occurs 4 times. And then the range would be from the 12 minus the 3 gets us the 9. And we like to say that this data set is somewhat symmetrical. It's not perfect symmetry, but you can see there's about the same amount of values on both the left and right side of the center, and it's fairly balanced as you look left to the right. Again, it's not perfect symmetry, but we would say this is symmetrical data. Let's look at another example. In this example, 13 people were asked how many other people they live with at their home, and this is the values that we received. So we would create a number line, and we must include 1 looks like the smallest. Everyone lives with someone else, at least one other person, and the biggest was 15 other people that they live with. So we need our number line to include 1 all the way to 15. So let's go ahead and include 0 and 16 on our number line. And then we would go ahead and just start to enter in the data. So 4, I put a 4 for 1. 15, I go to 15. I go 7, 7. Oh, I got another 4. Good. We got to stack it. So I go to there, and so on. Again, what's it look like? Here's what it comes out to be. And so on this one, our min is the 1. Our max is the 15. We can figure out our range by going 15 minus 1 to get the 14 for the range. And then the median, we have to work our way to the middle. So half of 13 is 6.5. So I count in. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. From the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. there is our median right there, which is 4, and this would be the center of the data set. So on this data set, it is not symmetrical. As you can see, it looks like most of the data is either center or left, right? If you look at this, you got 9 data values that are center or left. You only have 4 of the values to the right. So on this one, we say that the data is skewed to the right, right? More data on the left. What does that mean in this problem? Most people live with 4 or less people at their home versus a few people with larger values of people that they live with at home, right? A couple of 7, a couple who live with 9 other people in their house, and then one large group with 15 people in their home. Thank you for watching.